What's going on? Hopefully this won't be another silent vlog that I managed to record the last time I tried this. So, I have the insta360 X4 and I did a little bit of testing, and hopefully all that testing is, it wasn't a waste. So, about halfway through my ride right now, about 7.6 miles in. About another, like I said, half my ride left to do. Been messing around with some 3D printing software and, well, software design stuff for 3D printing. And then I've been 3D printing those items. I watched a video Burn Peak did talking about bike stuff, and I don't think I'm gonna do that other than, maybe, a bracket that isn't any component of a safety part. Nothing drivetrain, brakes, steering, seat, pedals, anything like that. But I did find some cool looking pressed valve caps that I may print and put on here. Not sure. Also, the color filament I have right now isn't ideal to the theme of the bike, so I may have to wait till I get some different filament to give that a go. But in case you're wondering, I bought the Anchor Make M5C. I originally looked at the M5, and I had in fact ordered one, but when it came in, it had some problems with it, and sent that back. And I bought the M5C, which was a refurb model and such, so I got that for about half the price. I will say this, and it was a major disappointment. If you're gonna refurbish something, I expect it to be clean. How am I supposed to trust that you went over the instrument and tested that it works and looked over everything when the thing's got dust and lint and everything else on it? So, to me, that's definite points off in my book. If it was an open box item, okay, I could see it. You're buying something that somebody returned, likely, and they may have had it on their shelf for a month, and I'll print something today, I'll print something today, and it just sits there on the shelf collecting dust. So, I do quite understand that, but my thing is I'm just not going to get into that. My feelings of, returning versus, just keep and sell it on your own. Because, I guess my rule of thumb is, you bought it, you didn't use it, cool, return. If you end up realizing that, I got one I didn't want, or I wanted a different one, whatever. If it doesn't work as advertised, it's defective, return it. But don't use it for a month and say, you know what, I really don't use this thing, and bring it back to the store for a return, because, and I ain't trying to be, I'm not trying to preach. I don't really care what you do. Just my viewpoint. What someone does, like I said, it's my mentality of return, exchange, or sell privately. I'm not going to go buy a part for my bike and say, I decided wasn't the gear ratio I expected. It was a little too tall of a gear. No, I ordered the wrong gear. My math was wrong. Or I thought I was stronger than I was. Whatever. I'll just order the correct set of gears. I'll get on a bike forum and say, hey, anybody looking for a Shimano or SRAM, whatever to whatever. And then, sell that on to them. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna call it a little bit of a mistake today, but so far it has not bitten me in the backside. So originally I decided, you know what, I got some use or lose vacation time that I want to burn, so go ahead and that wind off of that water feels actually kind of good right now. But so I left my alarm clock set for what I normally get up. So I said, you know what, I'll get up, I'll do my normal morning routine, and instead of getting dressed and go to work, I'll get dressed and get on the bike. Well, as you'll know, that didn't happen because it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30. It's 9:30 in the morning, and yeah, definitely way later than I thought. Or not way later, but way later than I planned to get riding this morning, and this ride's kicking my butt. I know I haven't been riding but not recording. I just haven't been riding. I've been full of excuses. So yeah, that's my issue though. It's my cross to bear, as they say. So just one of those, you kind of get used to riding for a while, and then you come up with reasons you can't. Oh, it's too cold, too hot, too damp, too dry, too windy, too still. So, but then, I've been making tons of excuses. One was, oh, well, I'll switch to a new camera setup and I can't figure out how to get it to work, crap like that. And then I guess one of the big things, and it's, when somebody asks you for help, or nobody asks you for help, but when they're like, it'd be nice if you'd help, and I ain't gonna get into the back end on that, but it'd be like, if you got work to do at your job, and you say, hey, come help me with getting these orders sent out. It's like, yeah, I don't mind helping once in a while, but it's like I work my own job. I have my own hours. I get my own workload done. When I'm not at work, I want to de-stress. I want to relax. I want to get on the bike. But I was like, well, it'd be nice if you'd come and help. It's like, I don't want to come and help. I mean, I do, but it's like, I want to take care of myself first. So, it's just one of those. But all of those become excuses. And then when you use those excuses, they become problematic. So, because then you don't ride. And then when you don't ride, you kind of get a little lazy, lose a little bit of muscle tone, and lose that definition. Because, when you ride, you like this. I mean, it's kicking my butt, but you get that feeling, like those endorphins, when it starts getting in your system. I mean, it's your body recognizes that, yeah, I'm just beating the turd out of me right now, but I'm getting these good chemicals that I like to feel, and it's giving your body that rush. And your body's like, I like that, I want that, I need that, give that to me. And you know, your body learns where it says, okay, here's what I know. I get this release of chemical, these endorphins, when we're on that bike. And like I said, I'm just talking from my example. There's plenty of sources of endorphins, good, bad, neutral, stuff like that. But I can only talk about what's my subject right now. And it's that, when you're riding those endorphins, your body recognizes that and says, ooh, I want to feel good. I know where we get those endorphins at. It's on that red and black thing. It's on that bicycle. Put your bike, get the bike clothes on. Let's go. And it's like your brain is telling yourself that. And your brain says, I like those feel goods. And so your body knows that. Excuse me. So your body knows where it gets those chemicals from. And your body wants more of that. And that's why a lot of times, like, if you ever hear runners, they say they get that runner high. It's because, yeah, they're kicking the mess out of themselves running all the time, but their body likes that endorphin rush. When they're out there running, it's like you get back from your ride and you're like, ooh, I mean, you run or you ride, whatever. And it's like, ooh, I did whatever miles. And if you're tracking your activity, you're getting those notifications that you've done better than yesterday or something. Morning. And helps you feel good. And feeling good is good. So like I said, I've just been slacking. I've been making excuses. I'm gonna call it what it is. I'm not gonna say, oh, I was busy, I was working late. I mean, obviously if it's raining, it is what it is. But that was, we'll say, 20% of the days were weather not conducive to riding. So let's say out of the last few weeks, one day a week maybe, either we'll say high wind or rain. What about those other freaking days? What did I do? And I'm not knocking it, because but I've grown to realize with biking or other physical activity like this is, unless there's some reason to not go ride or whatever, is she wouldn't have been on the phone. I was like, hey puppy. It's fun seeing puppies. I like puppies. But one thing that I kind of think about is, if I get up, like this morning, I got up and I was not feeling like riding. And then as the morning went on, and I'm sitting there, watching stuff on YouTube and whatever else, I said, you know what? I said, if I don't go ride, I'm gonna kick myself in the butt today, because there ain't no excuses. Only excuses I got are in my head. I got the time, I got the gear, I'm awake, go grind them miles out and get them done. Because then, yeah, you might be hurting later today, but after that little bit of recovery, you know, once you have that little period of recovery, you you know, you feel really good about it. And then now I'm not gonna look at, you know, this morning and say, shoot, I wish I'd got on that bike today. Wish I'd at least rode around the neighborhood or something. No, I got out, got on the bike, put in the miles, and I got it done. I feel good. You know, because, yeah, it's hot out. Yeah, it ain't pleasant right now. That sun is scorching. But the wind's not too terrible. And you know, I'll be and later on today, I'll be feeling happy that I went and rode versus, you know, watching crap on the computer and saying, I wish I'd have done it. I wish I'd have gone. So that's my thought right now. And, you know, you end up, you make good choices. Make choices that you can be happy about. Hey, I think I found the opposite direction of the wind. Not sure. Hope the audio works on this video. That was frustrating. And no, I didn't scrap the video clips from the failed ride because I kind of figured one day I might have something I want to talk about instead of having to worry about going out and ride or recycling video with some new audio. Oh, this is beautiful. I kind of figured one day I might want to use that video and put some audio over top of it or something. Just do a voiceover ride. It's a cool looking car. It's interesting how these areas, you know, same place I've ridden many a times, but it looks so different at night. It's like how many people live back here, know how many, how many cars and bicycles and everything else are back here in the middle of the night, just riding around doing their thing. I do keep hearing a couple little noises that are concerning. So we're gonna see how this video does. I need to give the bike a once over, see where those random noises are coming from. Could be something rubbing something, or could be the shift cable needs adjusting or something, or brake cables a little bit too tight. Won't know. Won't know until we see. So, like I said, hopefully this stuff works. So, have a good one. Catch you in the next ride.